Hey everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. I've got 3 piles for you. Pile number 1 with a carnelian, pile number 2 with an amethyst, and pile number 3 with a rose quartz. If you need to, please pause this video for a moment and see which pile you were drawn to. This reading is geared for messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want you to know at this time? Okay, so if you need to, pause this video. Otherwise, I am going to get right into it with pile number 1. So pile number 1, we have here first this small piece of carnelian. Okay, and I'm going to hold it up. So now carnelian relates to the root chakra as well as the sacral chakra. Okay, so the bottom 2 chakras, because the color associated with each of those is red and orange. It's all about stability, manifestation, grounding, trust, definitely trust, even feeling worthy. And now granted, that is generally housed in the solar plexus chakra, but it also comes because if you have a hard time trusting that, I don't know, things will work out, trusting anything, then that also means like you don't feel really worthy of whatever it is that you want, right? So those relate to the root and the sacral chakra. Now looking at this one, so this has like this dark line through it, and it's just on one side. So I kind of look at this because it's only on one side. I look at it like this is the back side, and this is the front. Okay, and it's pretty. I look at that like you have just been shaken up, if you will, or maybe you feel like the rug was pulled out from under you. It's just your world has sort of collapsed. Like I said, you've just been shaken up. You've been uprooted. And it's left you a bit of a scar. I look at this as sort of like a scar or just like a scratch, a wound, which kind of reminds me actually. So I have a cat scratch right here. This happened last week with Gizmo. But so I feel like this is saying like you've been scarred. And that's not a bad thing though, because I feel like this was in the past, and it's just a matter of not holding on to that energy, not holding on to what could have been or what you could have done differently, or, you know, if only this had happened, like the if onlys, okay? And it's letting it go. It's acknowledging and accepting what has transpired. And I don't know if I really want to say being okay with it, because I mean, you can accept something and still not be okay with it. But you're coming from a more grounded place. And that's what carnelian is trying to tell you is, okay, yes, you may have been hurt in the past. Everyone's been hurt in the past, okay? There's not one person on this planet who hasn't. But don't dwell on what has happened, because now is the time for healing, mending, centering, grounding, okay? So that you can move into this really smooth, shiny space. So some of you would, I say grounded, so some of you would do really well to literally be outside barefoot on the grass and ground yourself to the planet, okay? This planet that we are all on is made of wonderful healing energy. Like, oh my goodness. If you are unable to do that, you could also get a grounding mat, which I actually did, because I don't spend too much time barefoot outside, even though I've got a backyard and stuff like that. But so I have this grounding mat on my bed. You can't see it right now, but my bed's made. But I have this grounding mat I got from, I think it's like earthing.com, I think might be the site. Groundtherapy.com. Yeah. Google that. It'll come up, okay? but it is to help ground you. When we are grounded, our bodies and even our immune systems can function at an optimal level, all right? Mentally and emotionally, we can function at an optimal level. So get yourself grounded, all right? So the first card we have here for pile number 1 is from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. We have here a number 9, dreams coming true. Oh my goodness, I love this card, okay? Like, look at this. I look at this like he has the world in his hands. Literally, he has a galaxy in his hands, okay? The world. And I feel like this is saying, like, you have the world in your hands. So don't, I was going to say don't fuck it up, but same thing, don't screw it up by focusing on something not so good that had transpired and you can't change. You can't change anything that has happened in the past anyway. So stop focusing and dwelling on that, because, oh my goodness, you just have like this new life ahead of you. You've been ending like one phase of your life and you're literally like stepping into a new one. The number 9 is all about like endings. Like I said, ending one phase, okay? Because I mean, after 9 comes 10. But 10 reduces down to a 1, and 1 is all about new beginnings. So you're like right there. You're like at that precipice. So try your hardest not to look back, okay? You're not going that way anyways, so don't look back. Don't go back there. Oh my goodness. I love that, and I love that we just like started off with like such a great message. The next card, I don't even need to pull like more cards for that. I feel like that is like pretty straightforward. That just like you are entering quite a prosperous time. All right. I can't even stress it, but you're about to enter a prosperous time. The next card we have here, this is a newer deck I just got over the weekend. It's Witches Familiars Oracle card. And I don't know if you just saw, I just did a deck review of like yesterday of this deck. So we have here Ferret Observant. Right, observant, yes. Make sure I read that correctly. So what I hear with this is like looking at the big picture. Oftentimes when we are, you know, like dealing with a situation, whether it's a work situation, whether it's, you know, romantic or just friend situation, like we're in it, right? And we're very subjective. We can't, it takes a lot for us to sort of step back and be objective, get a bird's eye view, kind of get the whole picture and not just detailed sections of it. So I feel like this is saying, like, if you are currently going through something right now, like, yes, you may feel like you're in the middle of it, you're in the thick of it, but try your hardest to step back and maybe see or try to understand where another person is coming from, their point of view, okay? Because everyone has their own truths. What your truth is may not be someone else's, and vice versa. All right, but I want to pull another card for this one. I'm using the same deck. Observant. We'll say, what does this relate to? Bat, direction. Okay. Well, I mean, so like I actually said with this, you're already moving in a new direction, right? You have a new opportunity, new way of life coming in. So it's a whole new direction anyways. And I feel like on one level, this card like validates that. But I also feel, well, so for some of you, this is not going to apply, for all of you. This will apply for some of you, like physically moving in a new direction, a new residence, okay, taking up space somewhere new. It's really trying to hone in on what feels right for you, okay? So you may need to like literally go drive around and just see what towns feel best for you. Observe your feelings regarding the new direction you're moving towards, okay? I also feel, I do feel on one level, relationships are, I'm seeing being tested and being heightened at the same time. So if you are going through anything, I don't know if I want to say like trivial, but if you are going through anything with a significant other, it's not a bad thing, because it's a call for growth is what I see. And that's going to launch you guys into a heightened, energetic relationship, if you will, kind of taking it to the next level if you can get through whatever trivial circumstances you are currently going through. Also, bat itself is an omen. It does signify, bats do symbolize a major life change. Okay, and so, and I can confirm this. I can personally confirm this. This was when I was married, and so this was 8 years ago. Yes, because we're in 21, so that's 8 years ago. Me and my ex-husband were sleeping in bed, and we got woken up. We had 2 cats, Gizmo and Hazel, and got woken up because they like came into the room, and then they were playing with something. It was in the middle of the night. As it turns out, when we turned the light on, we realized they were playing with a baby bat. A baby bat got into our house somehow. I have no idea how, because we didn't have a chimney or anything like that. So, but they can fit through like the smallest of cracks, we've been told. So, and I look at the symbolism of that, you know, after the fact, if we got the bat out and whatnot. And I read all about it. Like, I researched it, books and online and whatnot. And it literally means like a significant life change. Like, not just like a little thing. Not a little thing like, oh, you're moving from one bedroom in the home to another bedroom in the home. No. Like, life change. And 3-4 weeks later, we were getting divorced. So, life change. Okay, so I can personally confirm that. So just so you know, like, you are moving in a new direction. Not a bad thing, okay? Because you're coming into this. Like I said, like, you're ending one phase of your life to start a new one, okay? So, but I feel like with the Ferret card and Observant, like, observe really your feelings, observe your vibes, observe what feels right for you and what doesn't, whether it is a physical new location, or maybe you're looking for a new job or something, but maybe you had an interview and you got like a weird vibe off of the interviewer or something. Like, so to me, I just feel like observe how you feel regarding the new direction you want to move in, because that's going to tell you if, like, yes, keep going in this direction, or okay, no, maybe pivot a little bit, redirect, okay? And yes, still go in a new direction, you know, if it's a new job, like, but maybe it's a different company, okay? This next card is from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck. It's a winter card. We have here number 4, the Mountain. Overcoming obstacles. That's literally just what I get with this card. And oftentimes we look at a problem or situation as like this huge thing, right? But then, like, when you actually like the mountain, you actually walk up to the mountain and you start walking up it, you're kind of like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. This isn't even as big as I thought it was. This is just a hill. This isn't a mountain. All right, so I feel like your point of view, if you will, is going to shift as well. But realize, like, any obstacles that are placed in your path are not as big as you may believe them to be, okay? That's a great card. That's a great card to have. The next card we have here is from the Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck, which is by the same authors as the Witch's Familiar cards. Okay, so this is the Witch's Kitchen. We have here eucalyptus, breathe. Yes, and that goes with what I just said with the mountain. When I said things aren't usually as bad as they seem, a problem usually isn't as big and dramatic as maybe your anxiety is making it out to be. Breathe, rest, go outside and get some fresh air. I mean, I already said that anyway regarding the chameleon being outside, right? Go outside and breathe some fresh air. Go, if you're able to, go to the beach. Literally, like, envelop yourself and cocoon yourself in that salty air. It does wonders physically for your immune system and your respiratory system, but just even to clear your mind, okay? It does wonders. I say that as I cough. It's fine. But so eucalyptus. Also, if anyone is actually having some respiratory issues right now, maybe try inhaling some eucalyptus, whether it's like you're taking a shower and you actually have some eucalyptus hanging up in the shower mixed with the steam. That's wonderful. I mean, there's also even like the Vicks Vapor Rub, right, with all the menthol and stuff like that. But I feel like eucalyptus will do wonders for you, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally as well. Okay. And the last card we have here is from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. Goddess of Strength. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. So yes, I feel like you can take those words literally if they resonate with you. Perfect. But it is the strength part of this card that really sticks out to me. Just that you're stronger than you believe yourself to be. Okay. And when you come from a more grounded, centered place, you know that, you'll just know that, you'll feel it, you'll exude it. Okay. It's a natural thing. But if you need to, just start literally saying to yourself, I am strong. I am strong. 3 words, short sentence. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am strong. And say it to yourself until you fully believe it. Because oftentimes we are far stronger than we believe ourselves to be. Okay? We really are. And I feel like this card is just kind of saying, like, you need to know that you are far stronger than you believe. All right? I love that. And that's a wonderful message from the higher self. The higher self knows what's up. Now, what I have also here is my little chalice of fortune cookie fortunes. So pile number 1, I'm going to end it with a message, a little fortune. The secret of happiness is not in doing what one likes, but in liking what one does. That's quite true. And I'm also hearing being grateful for what you have currently, because that's going to bring more of that in. If you would like lucky numbers, 34, 11, 14, 1, 31, 28. Maybe someone will win the lottery. All right. Thank you, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed your messages. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome. Okay, so if you chose this pile, you chose the one with the amethyst stone. Amethyst is a very psychic, spiritual stone, all right? I love placing this. I actually also love placing this on my heart chakra as well, but placing it, if you're laying down, on your third eye, or if you're sitting, you can place it on your crown chakra. Definitely relates to the crown chakra, and opening you up to the divine, opening you up to more downloads, if you will, okay? And oftentimes we get downloads when we're in a daydreaming state, as well as like sleeping and dreaming state, okay? But so if you chose this pile, I feel like this is also saying your spidey senses, your psychic sense is at an all-time high right now. So do not second guess. Do not discredit any random thoughts that bump into your mind, any vibes that you get off of a person or situation, anything you may hear. Like, I feel like don't discredit it, okay? You're being shown, you're privy to some information that others are not, so roll with it, all right? This is a great stone. I also find this stone is good to have, like, if you sleep with it under your pillow or in your pillowcase, so you don't actually like end up losing it really. It does also help you to remember your dreams, but to even just give you more dreams. I mean, oftentimes my dreams are pretty vivid and crazy anyway, but I like that. So yes, great stone. But there is some heart healing mixed in with this. I don't know why I have to say that for this one, because the other stone for pile 3 relates far more to the heart than this one does. But if you already need some heart healing, you can place this over your heart center. Okay? Love it. All right, let me move that up there. So the first card we have here is from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. Number 1, Strengthening Bonds. I really like that. Okay, 2 things. If you are currently in a relationship, I feel like the bond between the two of you is growing, is strengthening. Okay, so I feel like you could take this quite literally. I look at this also, though, being that it's a number 1, and 1s are all about like new beginnings and kind of things coming into your life. I feel this is saying like a new relation. I'm getting it more for love. A new relationship is at hand. Definitely romantic. Okay, so that's why I say that. So the opportunity is coming up real soon, like real freaking soon, within the next few weeks or so. But I also feel, though, just new people in general coming into your life and really feeling like they belong in your life, okay? And it may not be on a romantic level. It could be literally new friends or like new coworkers or just colleagues, people who can help you advance yourself in some area of your life, but in the meantime, you do the same for them, right? I feel like there's an equal give and take between you and another, or you and several others. So I really like that. To me, it's like the new people or new person coming into your life, it's solid, okay? It's solid from the start, and it's just going to continue to get stronger the more you guys, talk and see each other and interact, okay? So I really like that. I'm looking at this. I mean, she's in this just whole area of trees. Trees represent growth. They also represent being balanced and grounded as well. But I mean, trees, like, they grow up towards the sky. So it's kind of like, don't be afraid to like reach for what you want, but understand like along the way, you're going to come into situations that call for growth. And it's the only way you're able to get to the top, okay? So, I love that. I love that. Okay. The next card we have is from the Witches Familiars deck. We have Fox Cunning. So actually what I hear with this is be curious. That's what I hear with this. Foxes are wonderful creatures. They're quite playful. They're much nicer than a lot of people seem to think they are, but they truly are wonderful, wonderful creatures. They're beautiful. But they also know how to get out of a situation when possible. They're quick. And that's sort of what cunning is. It's not, I don't want to say it's like being sneaky, but it's sort of like knowing when and like how to quickly remove yourself from something that is not working for you. All right, so some of you may need to sort of adopt the energy of Fox, okay? If there's a situation that you've encountered that just doesn't sit well with you, then just, I feel like, find a way to like bow out real quickly. You know what I mean? Like, okay, thank you, wish you well, not for me. But my first message with this was like being curious or get curious. So That may only relate to a few of you, okay? If that, you could understand that, but it's, I really want to say, like, don't be scared. Don't be scared of fox, first of all, but just like, don't be scared, be more curious. If something intrigues you, fulfill your curiosity until you don't need to anymore, okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think if I wanted to pull another card for that one, but I don't really feel like I need to. I think that was really it. This next card is from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck. It's a spring card, number 25 or a 7, the mushroom. I love this. And I actually love that this card was with the amethyst, okay? Because, so, yes, some mushrooms are psychedelic, right? Also, though, if you see a little fairy ring, mushroom ring, that means fairies are around, okay? So otherwise known as a fairy ring. But so I feel like with mushrooms, there's actually a lot of magic. There's a lot of healing qualities of mushrooms as well, but not talking about that at the moment. I'm coming at you more from a spiritual perspective and saying, like, you have magic around, you have magic within you. You have magic also around you. I want you to, like, to tap into that. If you are interested in working with fairies, do your research first. Fairies are no joke. They're fun, but they're no joke. So do your research first. But maybe you are meant to work with fairies, which is great, though, because the fairies are all about, like, psychic stuff as well. It's all within that realm, okay? I absolutely love it. What I actually also feel with this, I'm seeing the words playtime in my mind, okay? So I don't know if that's just like a separate message for some of you that, like, you need to actually, go out and incorporate more playtime into your life, balance that work-life balance, okay? But that's like what I get with this card. 25 reducing to a 7. 7's a pretty lucky number anyways. It's also why I made it this number for this card, because this is from my deck. I'm gonna pull, though. I'm gonna shuffle and pull another card to go with that. Let's see here. A 52 or another 7, okay? So yeah, 7s are generally lucky anyway, but 7s may really stick out to you right now. The sunset. So normally with this card, the meaning I placed behind the sunset is like, it's like, be thankful for what has, like, happened during the day or previously, okay, in your life, and, like, take a breather, because even if you did not accomplish everything you had set out to, you have another day, okay? You have another day ahead of you. So it's kind of like, at the end of the day, like, okay, well, I did the best I could. Thank you. Tomorrow's a new day. All right, that's like the energy with this. Relating, oh, I have a hair. Relating it to the mushroom. I love the 7s, you guys. Oh my freaking God. Love the 7s. But, oh, here we go. I'm trying to remove the glare. Relating it to the mushroom, I feel like allow yourself to relax. This is where the playtime is coming back in. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to let go and have fun, okay? If you need some fairy assistance with that, then awesome. But I kind of see this as like, allow yourself to not be so amped up and anxious and worried about this, that, and the other thing. Like, no, you have another day to get to those tasks. Go outside and, like, enjoy yourself, okay? The next card we have is from the Witch's Kitchen deck. Same author of the Witch's Familiars. We have Parsley, Death. So death is just another word for change. Don't get your panties in a twist, guys. All right? that change is upon you. Transformation is upon you. And that's not a bad thing. You know, with the sunset card, and I had said, like, you know, take a breather, take a breath, like, thank you for everything that has transpired. I know there's a new day. Like, yes, if you are going through change right now, change can be scary, okay, for a lot of people. Not a lot of people like change. They like to stay strictly in their comfort zone. And that's great to a point. Comfort zones are nice, but nothing like ever grows there, okay? So it's stagnant energy. Comfort zones are stagnant energy. And this is saying, like, the energy around you is changing. So if you're able to let go of the control of trying to change things when you can't, and just if you surrender and kind of go with the flow and allow what is, you'll find actually that the change that happens is not so bad, and usually you can get through it far faster. Okay? If you are finding that a lot of things are happening around you and like you know you can't control it, like you're worried about what's going on and you're trying to like get all your ducks in a row, and you may be finding that you have no ducks to even begin with, okay? Start eating more parsley into your diet to help you relax or just come from a more centered place so that you can deal with the outward changes more easily, okay? And the last card we have here, it's from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. Angel of new life, an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. Yep. 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 Ending one day to start anew on the next day. Take this literally. Come out of your cocoon. Come out of the flower. She's out of the flower here. Also, if you see, she's got the moon above her. Well, yeah, that's a moon. White orb. She's getting a lot of energy, a lot of downloads from it. If you want more spiritual energy, if you want more like downloads and inspiration and information, get yourself an amethyst. Okay? Sleep with it. But so, yes, change is upon you and just bloom. Come out of that. Come out of your flower. Come out of your cocoon and just bloom. Like, you will be okay. You are okay to do so. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And actually, I haven't used this deck in a while, but I saw it and I was like, I need to use you. You need to come out and play. Okay, so I have here my chalice of fortune cookie fortunes. I am going to pull one for you, pile number 2. And don't worry, I will read the lucky numbers on the back. Okay, we have here. A truly creative person rids him or herself of all self-imposed limitations. Do not hold yourself back. That is a wonderful, wonderful message, especially going into change and into a new life. Do not hold yourself back. Don't stay stuck in your cocoon. Allow yourself to move forward and experience whatever it is you need to experience. That's how you grow, and that's the purpose of life. Otherwise, we would all remain babies, okay? We have to grow, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the Lees as well, all right? So rid yourself of self-imposed limitations because you are far better. It's probably going to be all blurry because you are far better than that anyways. The lucky numbers on the back of the card, should you want to play the lottery or anything: 41, 53, 51, 9, 56, 8. I don't really play the lottery like that, so. But hey, if one of you guys win with those exact numbers, come on now. You know where you got it from. Yeah. So I like that. For those who chose card number 2, don't hold yourself back. I love it. New things are coming in for you. New people are coming in for you. Get after it. Yes. Thank you to those who chose pile number 2. Welcome pile number 3 to those who chose third pile with the rose quartz here. So the rose quartz relates to the heart chakra. Okay, the heart chakra, the colors of it is green, but also pink. So what I get with this is like a heart healing, but also a heart expansion, a heart expanding. Okay, so I kind of feel like you may have recently, I'll say maybe just somewhat recently, have gone through like just an emotional situation, okay? And just maybe it just completely caught you off guard, and you know what I mean? Just threw you for a loop, but at the same time, like it stung, okay? I kind of feel like you have already been working yourself through that. You've already been healing. So now it's time, and this is still part of the healing process. It's to not close yourself off. It is literally to keep your heart open and welcome in the new energy that wants to come in, okay? So I really feel like for some of you, don't guard yourself too much. Don't protect. Don't block yourself from like new love that wants to come in. And now I do feel a lot of this has to do with romantic love, okay? But love comes in all forms. It comes in friendships. It comes in pets. It comes in family members, like new babies, or maybe someone, who's married into the family. It even comes with the work that you do, a new line of work that maybe you weren't sure if you were going to like, but then you're like, oh my God, I am so happy I did not push this away. This is fucking amazing. All right. So there's this sense of healing from what has already passed, have already transpired, and it's not like you can change what has transpired, okay? You can only really accept it and just move forward from there. But expanding your heart and welcoming the new love in whatever shape or form it wants to present itself in, okay? So don't be so tunnel visioned in what you're looking for. You can be a little bit, you can be specific a little bit, like absolutely, because you don't want to just accept anything, right? Has to really align with you. But open up. I love it. Oh, I love that. Yep, there's some new loving energy coming in for you guys. Pile number 3. Love it. Okay, so the first card I have here is from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, a number 5, Challenging Times. Okay, but I look at this as like you're moving past this. Some of you, you've already passed it. You're already well into the mending, healing stage, okay? So some of you, you're probably going through this right now. I'll pull a card for this. I'll say greater clarification in a moment. But I look at this as like very passing. It's temporary. 5s are all about change anyways, okay? Whether good nor bad, it really doesn't matter. Change is change, but things are changing. I'm seeing it change for the better. That's why I say to keep your heart open and expanded, because you're about to come into something better. And you want that. You don't want to block that. You don't want to stay stuck in the past. But let's pull another card for that. And it's from the same deck. I just said this. Can't make this shit up. Number 6, healing begins. Can't make this shit up. Also, number 6 is a number of love. Okay? Number 6 is a number of love. Okay, so you have love coming in for you. Keep your heart open. If you look, she's opening the curtain. Literally opening the curtain and seeing like, okay, what's here? Guys, this is wonderful. Oh my God. I am so happy. Pile number 3. I'm so happy you guys have this. And especially after going through a situation, some turmoil, this is just telling you yeah, man, don't worry. You're going to be healed. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You always end up okay. Do you not? If you are watching this video, that means you have literally survived 100% of everything you have ever gone through in your life. Okay? So that's a a pretty damn good track record. We all have great track records. So if you're going through something kind of like right now, start making yourself believe that you'll be okay, because you will be. All right? Start having that energy. This next card is from the Witch's Familiar deck. We have here Magpie Addiction. Okay, so on one level, I do feel your higher self is trying to get you to let go of, I want to say, escapism. So oftentimes addictions are a form of escapism, okay? Because we don't want to deal with whatever it is in reality. And so we kind of need like a crutch to kind of just maybe even get us through the day. So for some of you, I feel like this is like saying like your higher self and like the universe is really trying to get you to let go of whatever you're using as a crutch. Addiction comes in many forms. Many forms. It's not just like drugs, alcohol, chemical, or anything like that. You actually could also be addicted to a way of life. You literally could be addicted to fear and worry and anxiety. And people are like, no, that's impossible. No, you can be, because if you're constantly thinking about something, you're like telling your brain like you like that and you want to keep thinking about that. It's an addiction. So, also, I mean, I'm not so much now, and this took many years for me to move past this. I was addicted to helping people, especially romantic partners. Okay. I was always like, I'm the healer, which, I mean, that's sort of like my purpose anyway. I heal others, in various ways, and that's fine. But like when it came to like my romantic relationships, I was doing a lot of the healing work for my partners, when really it's their responsibility to heal themselves. It's not mine, because that also takes away from my energy and my own healing that I need to do. All right. So oftentimes the best course of action is to not really do anything at all, is to let things be as is. But so addiction can come in many forms. But it shows you what you're not facing. Okay? It shows you what you're not facing. Magpies, and I mean, they're birds. Birds itself are messengers. All birds are messengers, okay? And I feel like maybe, sit at a window or go outside and just start. If you have magpies around you, perfect. If not, that's okay though, because you can do this to any birds. Go outside and just start talking to the birds. Ask them to give you a message, even if you need like a positive one. Ask them to send out your messages. Birds are actually wonderful creatures. They really are. They're a lot smarter than people think they are. And especially crows. Crows remember faces. Okay, so if you're really nice to a crow will end up bringing you things, trinkets, rocks, whatever it finds, and like leaving it for you. Like it gives you gifts. If you're not good to crows, expect a lot of bird poop on your car or whatever. Like, they're no joke. I want to pull another card for that one. Let me see here. I feel a lot of you are healing from addictions, which is good though. Rose quartz is a very healing stone. Ooh, that one wants to come out. Raven, determination. I love it. And it's another bird card. So what I just say, I believe ravens are a cousin of crows. So same idea there, but determination. No, I like that. So I kind of feel like, no, if you want to heal yourself in whatever way, okay, whether it's physical healing, mental healing, emotional healing, I don't care. If you just want to heal yourself, like I feel like stay the course. This card is telling you to stay the course. Do not allow yourself to go off track, okay? I love it, because you will be able to get to where you truly want to be. And if you look, it's like there's a mount, like they're on like a cliff or like a mountain, okay? You're overcoming the mountain. So you understand, you're overcoming it, okay? You're already halfway up. You don't have much further to go. And if you look at this, there's a castle in the background, and I feel like that's exactly where you're going to end up. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Your life is going to be amazing. Okay, so I love it. The next card we have here is from my Natural Enchantments Oracle deck, a winter card, number 7. 7s are a lucky number. I love it. The shimmer. You can see it. I know there's a glare. You don't really want to focus, do you, camera? Come on, man. Yeah, okay. Well, you know how sometimes, like, if you're outside and, like, the snow falls and you see the sun shining through the small little snow, I'll say particles, because not really flakes at that point, and it creates, like, a shimmer. So you have a lot of support around you. There's a lot of divine angelic energy around you, okay? So you are supported in the spiritual realm as well as here in the physical world, okay? So you do have people you can talk to, even if it may not seem like it, you do. Talk to God, talk to your angels, talk to deceased loved ones in the spiritual realm. Whoever you connect with will aid you, okay? I'm getting like you're actually far more protected than you realize. Okay? Lady Luck is on your side as well. Number 7, like I said, is a lucky number. Lady Luck is on your side. So I feel like as long as you keep staying the course and moving in the direction you really want to move in, like, you will come into a lot of luck and love. So I love it. Okay. The next card we have here from the Witch's Kitchen deck, also the same authors of the Witch's Familiar deck. We have here Tea Tree Binding. Now, I like tea tree because I find it's very similar, I feel like, to like eucalyptus or like menthol. Like there's like that type of smell, that type of energy. There's a clearing. I know this is binding on it, but I go by what I get, not always the words in the cards. To me, tea tree is more of a clearing, I feel like, and that's not a bad thing. If I were to relate it to binding, to me, I feel like tea tree is just telling you, like, it's okay to let go of some things so that you can move into a better life, okay? It's okay to unbind yourself. Is that even a word, unbind? Unbound? My God, I was an English major. I should know this. You know what I mean. It's okay to release yourself from anything that actually holds you back, okay? And if you need to, incorporate tea tree just into your daily care. There's like a bunch of lotions and stuff with tea tree in it. Or I think I even had, I don't know if I still do, I had like shampoo and conditioner with tea tree in it. So it's very clarifying. It helps to release. I almost want to say unbind. I don't know if that's a word. It's fine. What is no longer working for you. So keep at it. The last card we have here is from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. Goddess of Oneness, someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Yes, and you also have a lot of love around you. You also have you've got some new love coming in for you, which is perfect because the stone that I chose to go with this pile is the rose quartz, and that's all about love and the heart chakra and opening yourself up and show yourself some self-love and then also allow yourself to receive love from others. I do find though, when you start showing yourself some love, and it expands, okay? You just start exuding that. And I feel like if you look, I mean, it's her arms, I'll call it her arms. They kind of look like branches, like they've branched off and like they've opened up, okay? They've opened up to whatever is around her so that she can also experience some external love and pull it in. I love that. I absolutely love it. I also feel there's a lot of growth around you right now. I get that with this card. There's a lot of growth. It's not a bad thing either, because I mean, we only we really only grow through like situations and like, you know, trivial circumstances and stuff like that. So through obstacles. So there's a lot of growth right now. And that's wonderful because the healing is all around you. You're going through it. And it's going to be wonderful. Okay, so I have my little chalice of fortune cookie fortunes. I'm going to pull one for you. And I'll be sure to say the numbers in the back. A short saying oft contains much wisdom. I don't know why they couldn't just say a short saying often contains much wisdom. They left out the E in the end. But it's very true. Sometimes one little sentence is packed full of knowledge, information, and wisdom. It's very true. Oftentimes we receive greater wisdom and understanding and clarity by not even speaking at all, by just either observing, whether it's observing your outward external circumstances or even just internally as well. Okay, but a short saying often contains much wisdom. I also feel some of you, whether it is through this video or if you're reading something online or like in a book, that there's going to be like a sentence that literally like just sticks out to you. It resonates with you. That's a message for you, okay? Something your higher self has been wanting you to know. The numbers on the back, should you want to play them, 33, 9, 53, 35, 7, 37. A lot of threes there. 5s, 9s, yeah. I like that. Those are some good numbers, so maybe one of you guys will win something big. It'd be awesome. All right, thank you for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. Thank you to pile number 3, and thank you to everyone else. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.